Hello everyone, this is Mohammad Inatullah from the SAIMEDHA Coaching Center, Koti, Hyderabad. So, in our previous series of the DPQs, daily practice questions, in our previous videos, we have discussed about the functions, okay, 10 questions of a functions topic we have taken. Then similarly, limits topic also we have completed, like we have completed in 3 videos, 10, like 30 questions we have covered in the topic limits. Okay, so functions and limits we have completed. Now in today's video we are going to discuss about continuity. What are the most expected daily questions, daily practice questions we are having for the topic continuity. Okay, so after completing this we will be going to discuss some more 10 questions also, like in 2 videos we will be going to cover this continuity part. Let us see this one. So our first question is, the function f of x is equals to sine square x by x for x is not equal to 0, f of 0 is equals to 1 at x is equal to 0 is. We are having the options like continuous, discontinuous, not determined or none. Okay, let us see this part. So first we should know what's the condition of continuity. The topic continuity, whatever we are having, in that continuity only one condition we have to remember, that's it. If you know limits topic, whatever the complete standard limits we are having, what are the complete models, what are the complete TSRs we are having in the topic limit, then continuity you can solve very easily over here. Okay, so but before seeing this video, first try to complete the videos of limits over there, functions and limits. After completing functions and limits, then only you can solve these questions what we are having. Okay, if you are seeing this video first means you can't able to solve the questions. That's why I am telling you, first complete the functions and limits video, then we can do these problems very easily over here. Okay, so let us see what's the condition we are having first. The condition is f of x, whatever the function we are having, f of x is said to be continuous. F of x is said to be continuous. F of x is said to be continuous if we are having the condition as limit x tends to a minus f of x equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x equals to f of a. What we are having? Limit x tends to a minus f of x equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x is equals to f of a. Okay, so this is a condition we are having over here for continuous function. Now what is the meaning of this limit x tends to a minus f of x? Actually LHL, we are calling it as what? LHL, left hand limit. Limit x tends to a plus f of x means what we are having? RHL, right hand limit. Left hand limit should be equals to right hand limit. LHL should be equals to RHL, which is equals to, we are calling that part as function value. So if 3 values are equal, then only we can call it as a function is continuous. If any one of the value is not same, not equal, then the function will be not continuous over there. Okay, so this condition we have to remember. Let us see this part now. So we are having the question function we are having over here. So function is equals to sine square x by x. So if you are applying the limit for this part, limit x tends to, now whenever, listen carefully, whenever this part will be given, x is not equal to 0. What's the meaning of this? X is not equal to 0 means x is tending to 0. Okay, in the simple words I will be telling you, whenever we are having not equal to concept, we have to assume it as tends to. What's the meaning of tends to over here? Tends to means it is somewhat less than 0 or it is somewhat greater than 0. Understood? Suppose if it is like this given over here, x is not equals to 2 is given. X is not equal to 2 means it will be x tends to 2. Now what's the meaning of x tends to 2 over here? X tends to 2 means it can be somewhat less than 2 or somewhat greater than 2, but it is not equal to 2. Understood? Similarly, if it is x is not equal to 5 means x tends to 5, somewhat less than 5, somewhat greater than 5, but not equal to 5. Okay, that is the meaning of tending part over here. So we have taken this, x is not equal to 0 is given, so we are taking it as x tends to 0. X tends to 0 we have taken. Now sine square x divided by x. Okay, like this we are having. Now if you are substituting the x value as 0 over here, so what will happen? Sine 0 value is equals to 0, 0 by 0, indeterminate form. What we are getting? Indeterminate form. If you are getting indeterminate form means we have to do somewhat changes in the question, simplification, or else we have to apply the standard limits. Okay, so what we are doing means, let us do this part. First listen here. This complete part what we are having now, if LHL it is equals to RHL. LHL is equals to RHL means we will be calling it as limit x tends to, if both values are equal, then we can write only A. What we can write? If both values are equal, then we can write only A. Limit x tends to A f of x. For this we are getting one value which is we are calling it as limit value. So this limit value and a function value should be same for continuity. So we are finding now limit value. Then we will be going for function value. Okay. So what we are doing the condition over here means, let us go for simplification. We are multiplying and dividing by x. What we have taken? Multiplying and dividing by x. So what is the answer we are getting now? Limit x tends to 0. This sine square x we have written as it is, divided by x into x means what? X square. Again numerator x we are having as it is. Okay, this part we have taken. Now again, limit x tends to 0. For this we are writing it as sine x by x whole square we have taken. What we have taken? Whole square. Now we are applying the limit for this part as well as for this part also. If you are applying like this, so what will happen? Limit x tends to 0 of x, which is equals to, we are having one standard limit, limit x tends to 0, sine x by x is equals to 1. Yes or no? So 1 we have taken, 1 square 1 itself. So 1 into limit x tends to 0, x means x place means we have to write 0 over here. So we are writing 0. So what is the answer we are getting? 0. Okay. So for this complete part, limit value, what is this limit value means? We are getting the answer as what? 0. If you are getting the limit value as 0, but what it is given over here? What is this part is given? F of 0 is equals to, f of 0 is equals to 1 means this is function value. What we are having? This part is a function value, means f of a value. What we are having? F of a value. This part is f of x we have taken now. In the place of x, if you are substituting 0, means f of 0 value, it is already given as 1. Okay. Limit value we are getting it as 0, but function value we are getting it as 1. So what we can write means, therefore LHL it is equals to RHL. Okay, this part we have taken a limit x tends to 0 means this is limit value. Limit value means LHL is equals to RHL, but this LHL value and RHL value, it is not equal to function value. It is not equal to function value. Understood? So then what we can say, the function is what? Not continuous. If the function should be continuous means all the three values should be same. Let us see this part. So what we are having over here, not continuous means we can go with the second option, discontinuous. The function is what? Discontinuous. Now let us go for the next question. If f of x is equals to x square by mod x for x is not equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0, then f of x at x is equals to 0 is. Now over here also one part is given, f of 0 is equals to 0, this part. What is this part we are having? F of a value. Means function value is already given. Now we have to find out a limit value. What we have to find? Limit value. Now listen carefully. Whenever we are finding limit value, now I have written it as LHL and RHL. Now the question is, when we have to find out both values, LHL and RHL value, or else directly we can apply the limits like this. Okay, listen carefully. In the questions, if you are having modulus function, if you are having step function, bracket of x will be then a step function, or else any other conditions are given, then compulsory we have to find out LHL value and RHL value. Listen to this point very carefully. Whenever in the questions, if you are having modulus function, step functions, or any other conditions we are having in the question means we have to find out LHL value separately, RHL value separately. Okay. But if you are not having any other conditions in the questions, the question is simple only. By simplification we can solve over here, and we are finding only one value. That one value means LHL value and RHL value will be same. Okay. So this point is very important over here. We have to remember this. So we have taken this part. Now in this also what we are taking means f of x equals to x square by mod x, means if you are finding limit value, limit x tends to, what we are having, x is not equal to 0 means we have to take it as x is tending to 0. X is tending to 0, x square divided by mod x. Now in this we are having mod x part over here. So just now I have told you, whenever we are having modulus function, we have to find out both the values, LHL value and RHL value. Okay, so this question we have to go with LHL and RHL part only, but we are having some trick over here. By using that trick we can solve very easily this question what we are having. So in this part what we are doing means we are multiplying and dividing by mod x. What we are doing? We are multiplying and dividing by what? Mod x. Okay, so what will happen? Limit x tends to 0, x square we have written as it is divided by mod x into mod x. What is the meaning of mod x now actually? Mod x means it can be plus x or minus x. Yes or no? It can be plus x or minus x. Suppose if you are assuming this part as plus x, so plus x into plus x will become what? Plus x square. Yes or no? If you are considering this part as minus x into minus x means what? Plus x square. Minus into minus plus x into x, x square. Okay, so this part we have taken. So whatever the plus minus we are taking, we are getting this answer as x square only. Okay, this part we have taken into over here it is remaining part over here mod x. Okay, we have taken this part. So now what will happen? This x into x means x square. This x square gets cancelled. It is equals to limit x tends to 0 means we have to apply only for mod x. So whenever we are applying mod x, limit x tends to 0, mod x means directly we should remember this answer, it is equals to what? 0. Okay, what we are getting the answer? 0. So limit value is equal to 0, function value is also equals to what? 0. Whenever limit value and function value is same, therefore LHL it is equals to RHL it is equals to function value. So what we can say? F of x is a continuous. What we can say over here? F of x is a continuous. Okay, so we can go with the first option. Okay, continuous. Now let us see the next question. The function f of x is equals to x plus bracket of x. Bracket of x means we are having step function over here. What we are having? Step function at x is equals to 1 by 2 is. Okay, now we have to find out this part. Now as we are having step function, now let us try to find out all the values. First we are going with LHL value. LHL means we have to take it as limit x tends to 1 by 2 minus. What we have to take? A limit x tends to 1 by 2 minus. Okay. Now next we are taking RHL. RHL means what we have to take now? RHL means limit x tends to 1 by 2 plus. So limit x tends to 1 by 2 minus. What is the function we are having over here? X plus bracket of x. And over here also what we are having? X plus a bracket of x. So this is LHL value and RHL value we have to find. So what is LHL value now? LHL value means limit x tends to 1 by 2 minus limit x tends to 1 by 2 plus. Now what is the meaning of 1 by 2 minus? 1 by 2 means what? 1 by 2 means 0.5. Okay. So 0.5 minus, it is not minus 0.5. Listen carefully. It is 0.5 minus, it is not minus 0.5. This is wrong. Minus 0.5 means that is wrong. 0.5 minus, what is the meaning of 0.5 minus? Means somewhat less than 0.5. Somewhat less than 0.5 means we can take it as 0.49 like this. Okay, 0.49. So if you are considering this part as, now listen carefully, you should know the step function property what we are having over here. According to step function, what we have to do? Whenever we are having this part now, bracket of 1 is equals to 1, bracket of 5 is equals to 5, bracket of 3 is equals to 3, bracket of minus 3 is equals to minus 3, bracket of minus 5 is equals to minus 5. Means whatever the numbers we are taking same numbers only. But whenever we are having decimals over here, bracket of 1.2 we are having. If you are having bracket of 1.2, then what we have to do means we have to take it as a left number. Left number, what's the meaning over here? Means 1.2 we are having now. That 1.2, it is lying between which numbers? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. If it is lying between 1 and 2, then what is the left number we are having? 1. So we have to write this part as 1. If you are taking 1.9 also, 1.9 is equals to, so 1.9, it is lying between what? 1 and 2. If it is lying between 1 and 2, then again what is the left number? 1. Okay. Similarly, if you are taking 5.7, 5.7 is equals to what? 5. Similarly, if you are having bracket of 7.8 is equals to what? 7. Okay. So whatever the number you are taking, that number, it is lying between what? So we have to take the left number. Understood? Similarly, if you are having minus part, if you are having minus 3.5 you have taken. So minus 3.5, so minus 3.5 it is lying between minus 3 and minus 4. Okay, suppose you are taking this number line over here. We have taken this number line, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, like this we have taken. Okay, so now minus 3.5 is lying between minus 3 and minus 4. Minus 3 and minus 4 means what is the left number we are having? Left number is minus 4. So we have to take this part as minus 4. Similarly, if you are having minus 1.9, then it is equals to what? Minus 2. If you are having minus 2.5, then it is equals to what? Minus 3. Okay. So that is step function. Already we have discussed in limits topic over there. That's why I have explained only simple part what we are having. So if you know that step function, now we have to solve this part. Now listen carefully. 1 by 2 minus. 1 by 2 means what we have taken? 0.5. 0.5 minus. 0.5 minus means what? 0.49. If you are taking 0.49, if you are taking 0.49 over here, then what we are getting the answer. Okay, so let us see this part, what we are getting the answer now. So x value, let us take this part, x we have taken as it is. First we are substituting over here. Okay, if you are substituting over limit x tends to 1 by 2, like this we have taken, then x we have written as it is, plus we have written as it is. Now for this what we are getting the answer, bracket of 0.49, bracket of 0.49 means what we are getting the answer, 0.4 we have taken, 0.49. So bracket of 0.49 means 0. What we have to take the answer as 0, left number. 0.49, 0.49 it is lying between 0 and 1. If it is lying between 0 and 1, what is the left number we are having? 0. Okay, so that part we have taken. Then what we have to do means, listen here carefully. Whatever this 1 by 2 value we are having, 1 by 2 minus, that 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus, we have to apply for only conditions. Listen to this point very carefully over here. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus, we have to apply only for conditions. Only for conditions means where we are having the brackets, over there only we are taking it as 0.49. Understood? But remaining x is also there now. For this normal x, what we have to do? We have to take it as 1 by 2 only. So 1 by 2 means what we can write over here? 1 by 2, which is equals to 0.5. Okay, so this answer we are getting for LHL part. Similarly, RHL means what we can do now? 1 by 2 plus. 1 by 2 plus means what we can do? 1 by 2 means 0.5 plus. Somewhat greater than 0.5 means 0.51. 0.51. So now again bracket of 0.51. Bracket of 0.51 means again it is lying between 0 and 1. Left number is 0. So for this also we are getting the answer as limit x tends to 1 by 2 x plus 0, which is equals to what? 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5. Okay, this part we have taken. Now LHL value is equals to 0.5, RHL value is equals to 0.5. Then what is function value? What is the function we are having now? F of x is equals to x plus bracket of x. Okay, now x value is equals to 1 by 2. Directly we are taking 1 by 2 over here. What we are taking? Directly we are taking 1 by 2. Now we are not taking 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus, we are not taking over here. So now what we have to do means 1 by 2 plus bracket of 1 by 2. Bracket of 1 by 2 means 0.5. Over here we have taken 0.49. In this we have taken 0.51. But in this we are taking 0.5 only. This is LHL part. That's why we have taken 0.49. RHL part 0.51. This is function. Directly we have to take that value 0.5. So bracket of 0.5 means again it is lying between 0 and 1 means we have to take it as 0. Okay. So what we are getting the answer? This part will become 0. So 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 0. It is equals to what? 0.5. Okay. So LHL it is equals to RHL it is equals to what? Function value. So what we can say now? Therefore LHL it is equals to RHL it is equals to function value. Then what we can say? Function is continuous. Function is continuous means what we can say the answer? Option number 1. Now let us see the next question. The function f of x is equals to 1 plus x whole power 5 by x. Then f of 0 is equals to e power 5. Now what is this part is given? F of 0 is equals to e power 5. This is function value. What we are having? Function value, f of a value. Now in this part also it is not looking like any conditions. Modulus function we are not having, step function we are not having, signum function we are not having. So we have to go for somewhat simplification, or else we have to use standard limits. So before applying this we are having one formula in the limits. Limit x tends to 0 1 plus ax whole power b by x, it is equals to e power ab. This is one of the formula we are having in this limits over there. Limit x tends to 0, 1 plus ax whole power b by x is equals to e power ab. So over here also the function whatever we are having, it is looking like that part only. So let us see this part now. Limit x tends to 0 only we are having na 0. Limit x tends to 0, f of x. So limit x tends to 0, what is f of x we are having? 1 plus x whole power 5 by x. Okay. So if you are taking any value means 1 we have taken. Okay, 1 we have taken. Now it is looking like that formula now. 1 plus ax whole power b by x. So what we can write directly over here? E power. What is a value? 1. What is b value? 5. It is equals to e power 5. Okay. So what is limit value we are getting over here? Limit value is equals to e power 5. Then what is function value we are having? E power 5. Limit value and function value it is same, then the function is what? Continuous. Okay. Limit value means LHL value and RHL value. In this we are not finding separately, LHL separately, RHL separately, we are not doing that part. So directly we are getting the limit value, function value, then the function is what? Continuous. Okay. So we have taken this part, it is continuous. Now let us see the next question now. The function f of x is equals to under root 1 plus x square minus under root 1 minus x square by x square. For x is not equal to 0, then we are having f of 0 is equals to 1. What we are having? F of 0 is equals to 1, means this is f of a. Function value is already given. Now for this part also, we are having one formula in the limits topic, that limit shortcut we are having, one shortcut, one TSR we are having for this part. Limit x tends to 0, we are having this part as mth root of a plus x power n minus mth root of a minus x power n divided by x power n is equals to, okay, this condition we are having over here, mth root of a plus x power n minus mth root of a minus x power n by x power n. Then what is the formula? The formula is 2 divided by m into a power 1 minus 1 by m. 2 divided by m into a power 1 minus 1 by m. That is the formula we are having. Okay. Now first let us check the condition what we are having. Mth root means roots should be same. Square roots, cube roots, fourth roots, fifth roots, that roots should be same. And this x power n part should be same. Means what are the x powers we are having now? That x powers should also be same, then only we can apply the condition. And this positive part, it is having positive sign, negative part, it is having negative sign, then directly we can apply that formula. Okay. So let us see this part what we are having over here. So limit x tends to 0, what we are having f of x over here, under root 1 plus x square minus under root 1 minus x square divided by x square is equals to, okay. Now let us use the formula 2. First we are having 2 over there. 2 divided by m. What is m value? M value means root. Which root we are having? If nothing is written means we have to consider it as square root. If nothing is written means we have to consider it as square root. For cube root, fourth root, fifth root, number will be mentioned compulsory. So we are having square root means m value is equals to 2 into. Now what is a value? 1. A value is equals to 1. Then again power 1 minus 1 by m means 2. So this 2 gets cancelled, it is equals to 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 means what? 1 divided by 1 power 1 by 2. Okay. So it is equals to 1 power 1 by 2 means 1 only, 1 by 1 it is equals to 1. So limit value what we are getting? Limit value is equals to 1 and the function value is given over here. Function value is also what? 1. So whenever limit value and function value same, LHL it is equals to RHL, it is equals to what? A function value. Okay. Then we have to call it as function is what? A continuous. So function is continuous means first option is correct. Now let us see the next question over here. The function f of x is equal to 7 mod x plus 5x divided by 7 mod x minus 5x. Okay. Now in this question again what we are having? We are having the modulus function in this part. If you are having modulus function means what we have discussed, we have to find out LHL value, we have to find out RHL value, then we have to find out function value also. Okay. But function value is already given over here. What is the function value we are having? F of 0 is equals to 6. Okay. So this part we are taking it as function value. Now we have to find out LHL value and RHL value. Okay. So let us see this part. So before going for that LHL value and RHL value, you should remember the conditions what we are having for modulus function. So mod f of x is equals to plus f of x if f of x value is greater than 0. Whenever we are taking this complete part, now this f of x value it is greater than 0, then we have to take it as plus f of x. Okay. Now next condition we are having it as minus f of x. Why we are taking minus now? If f of x value it is less than 0, whenever this complete function value it is less than 0, then we have to take it as minus f of x. Okay. And third condition we are having it as 0 if f of x value it is equals to 0. So whenever we are taking this complete part as 0, then mod 0 is equals to what we have to take a 0. Understood? Now by using these conditions we have to find out LHL value and RHL value. So LHL, first let us find out a LHL value. So LHL means what we are having now, limit x tends to 0 is given now. So 0 minus whatever the number is given, for LHL we have to take it as that number minus, and for RHL we have to take it as that number plus. If 5 is given, 5 minus 5 plus. If 3 is given, 3 minus 3 plus. If 0 is given, 0 minus 0 plus. Okay. Now let us take this part, limit x tends to 0 minus, we are having 7 mod x plus 5x divided by 7 mod x minus 5x. Okay. Now it is equals to limit x tends to 0. Okay. Now listen carefully. Just now in the previous question, in this step function what we have discussed, whatever that number we are having now, suppose if we are having 0.5, so we have taken 0.49. That 0.49 where we have to substitute? Only in the condition we have to substitute. Where we are having that bracket part, only there we are substituting it as 0.49. Remaining x part what we have taken? Remaining x we have taken 0.5 only. So over here also what we are doing, 0 minus. What is the meaning of 0 minus? Means a negative number. Yes or no? It is becoming what? A negative number. So if it is negative, listen carefully, this x tends to 0 minus, this x value, this complete x value, it is negative number. 0 minus means what? Less than 0 means negative number, no? So this part, this complete part, it is less than 0. So if this complete part, it is less than 0, then how we have to write a minus f of x. Okay. So we are writing this part as minus f of x means minus x plus. No need to apply any condition for this, 5x we have taken, divided by, again this part means we are taking 7 also we are having a 7. So 7 into minus x, 7 into minus x means what we can write over here, minus 7x. Okay, this part we have taken. So over here also minus 7x minus 5x, okay, which is equals to, now what will happen, minus 7x plus 5x means we can write this part as minus 2x divided by, and this part will become minus 12x. Minus minus gets cancelled, xx gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 6 are, means 1 by 6. Okay, we are getting the answer as what? 1 by 6. Now let us go for RHL value. Now RHL means what we have to do, limit x tends to 0 plus, same question, 7 mod x plus 5x divided by 7 mod x minus 5x, it is equals to. Now x tends to 0 plus. 0 plus means what we are having? Greater than 0. If it is somewhat greater than 0, it is becoming what? A positive number. So if this value inside this lines, inside this mod, whatever the value we are having, if it is greater than 0, then we have to write that function as it is. As it is we have to write. So we are writing 7x limit x tends to 0, 7x plus 5x divided by 7x minus 5x, it is equals to. So 7x plus 5x means what we can write over here, 12x divided by 2x. xx gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 6 are, means we are getting the answer as what? 6. Okay. So LHL value is equals to 1 by 6. RHL value is equals to what? 6. Okay. So LHL is not equal to RHL. LHL is itself not equal to RHL over here. If LHL is equals to RHL, then we can go for function value. Okay, if these two values are equal, then we have to go for what? A function value. But over here, limit itself is not existing, then continuity also what? Continuity is also not existing. Means what we can say, the function is a discontinuous. Function is what? A discontinuous. Now let us see the next question. If f of x is equals to x into sine of 1 by x, for x is not equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0, then at x is equals to 0, function is. Already the function value is given over here. What is function value we are having? Function value means 0. Function value is already given, it is equals to what? 0. Now after getting this function value for this question, we are having one important point over here. Listen carefully. Whenever we are applying the limit, if you are applying the limit which is x tends to 0 only for sine 1 by x, listen to this point very carefully. If you are having only sine 1 by x, then it is not existing, doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Okay, sine 1 by x means it is not existing. But whenever same question we are taking over here, limit x tends to 0, x into sine of 1 by x, x into what? Sine of 1 by x, then it will be existing over here. Then it will be existing. How it is existing means, listen carefully. So this 0 we are substituting 0 into this complete part we are having now. So sine values will be taking a sine 0, sine 30, sine 60, sine 90, like that. All the values whatever we are taking, all the sine values will be lying between -1 and +1. It is lying between what? -1 and +1. Means what we can assume that compulsory will be getting any value over there. It will be finite value. It is what? Finite value. So whenever we are getting any finite value for this part, so finite value into 0, it is equals to what? 0. Okay. So if you are having x into sine of 1 by x, answer will be 0. If you are having only sine 1 by x, then the answer will be what? Doesn't exist. Okay. So these two conditions compulsory we have to remember. Either it will be coming in limits topic or continuity topic. Okay. Now let us see this part. So if you are applying the limit for this part, what we are getting the answer now? 0. And function value what we are having? 0. If limit value and function value is same, then the function is what? Continuous. Then the function is what? Continuous. Understood? Now next part, let us go for the next question. The value of f of 0 so that f of x is equals to, this part is given, is continuous. Now in this question, let us see this question carefully over here. In this question, it is already given that the function is continuous. It is already given that what? Function is continuous. If the function is already continuous, then what we have to find? We have to find out the value of the function. What we have to find? We have to find out the value of the function. So whenever we have to find out the value of the function, we are having very simple concept over here. We are having one simple formula, that is f of a, it is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. F of a is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Okay, means what is the function we are having? For that function we have to apply the limit. That's it. So f of a means what we are having? F of which value we have to find? F of 0 value. F of 0 is equals to limit x tends to 0. What is f of x we are having now? 3x plus 4 tan x. 4 tan x divided by x. Okay, this part we have taken. Now we have to apply the limit for this one. We will be getting the answer. Now for this also, again we are having some important standard limits over here, some tricks like that, shortcuts we are having. It is related to set of functions. What we are having? Set of functions. We are having set of functions. Now what is set of functions means? It is denoted by phi. It is equals to x sin x, tan x, sin inverse x, tan inverse x, sin hx, tan hx, sin h inverse x, tan h inverse x. Okay. So this complete functions we are calling it as what? A set of functions. Now for this set of functions we are having one shortcut over here. What is that shortcut means? Listen carefully. What is that shortcut? Limit x tends to 0 if you are having f1 of ax plus or minus f2 of bx divided by g1 of cx plus or minus g2 of dx, it is equals to a plus or minus b divided by c plus or minus d. Only we have to take these numbers what we are having, a value, b value, c value, d value, we have to take that values only. But where f1 of x, f2 of x, g1 of x and g2 of x belongs to set of functions. If these functions are set of functions, then only we can apply this shortcut. Okay. So we can see this part, x we are having, tan x we are having, x we are having. So it is set of functions only. Now what we have to do? We have to take only the numbers what we are having over here. So it is equals to, what's the number? 3 plus 4 divided by 1. It is equals to 7 by 1 is equals to 7. Understood? So this complete part for this limits, what we are getting the answer, f of 0 value is equals to what? 7. So till now what we have done means we have checked that the function is continuous or discontinuous. Now in this question what we are having, it is already given that it is continuous. It is already given that it is continuous. We have to find out the function value. So function value means this is the formula we have taken. By using this formula, what is the function we are having? For that function we have to apply the limits. So what we are getting the answer, 7 means option 3 is correct. Now let us see the next question over here. Now next question we are having it as the value of f of 0, so that the function f of x is equals to 27 minus 2x whole power 1 by 3 minus 3 divided by 9 minus 3 of 243 plus 5x whole power 5 is continuous. Again it is given is continuous over here at x is equals 0, and we have to find out the function value. So just now what we have written the formula, f of a is equals to limit x tends to limit x tends to a, let us take x tends to a, and this part is what? F of x. So this is our formula. Now let us see this part, f of, what is value we have to find out over here, f of 0, it is equals to limit x tends to 0, what is f of x we are having? F of x is 27 minus 2x whole power 1 by 3 minus 3 divided by 9 minus 3 of 243 plus 5x whole power 1 by 5. Okay, this is our question. Now listen carefully. If you are not having any shortcut, any formula we are not having, means directly we have to substitute the x value. If you are substituting the x value over here, what will happen? Let us see this part. If you are substituting the x value as 0, this part will become 0. So 27 is left. 27 power 1 by 3. 27 power 1 by 3 means what? 3. So 3 minus 3 divided by, this part is 9 minus, over here we have taken 0, 243. 243 means we can write as 3 power 5. Okay. So 3 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. So 5 gets cancelled, 3 is left over here. Okay, this part is becoming 0, over here 3 is left, 3 3s are 9. So what we are getting, 9 minus 9, it is equals to 0 by 0. So if you are substituting the x value in this complete part, we are getting the answer as 0 by 0. 0 by 0 means what we can take over here, indeterminate form. What we can take, indeterminate form. Now if you are having this case over here, we are not having, suppose if you are not having any shortcuts, we can't apply any standard limits over here, then we have to go with L'Hospital rule. What we have to do? We have to go with the L'Hospital rule. What is the meaning of L'Hospital rule now? Already we have discussed in limits topic over here. L'Hospital's rule means if you are having limit x tends to a, f of x by g of x, it is equals to 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity. If you are getting this part, then what we have to do means limit x tends to a, f dash of x by g dash of x. Means we have to differentiate the numerator as well as the denominator, then we have to substitute the x value over there. Okay, now let us try to substitute over here. So it is equals to limit x tends to 0 we have taken. Now this constant will become 0. If you are assuming this part as x, it is in the form of x power n. What is the formula for x power n we are having? X power n formula what we are having, n into x power n minus 1. So n into x, 27 minus 2x, n into x power n minus 1, this part will become 0 divided by, again this part will become 0, minus 3 we have written as it is over here, and if you are assuming this part as x, again it is x power n, means what we can write, n into, okay, n into x, 343 plus 5x, n into x power n minus 1. Okay, we have written this part. But what we have to do means whenever we are assuming this part as x now, that assumed part one more time we have to differentiate. So if you are differentiating one more time for this, what we have assumed over here, this part we have assumed. So one more time we have to differentiate. 27 will become 0, minus 2x will become minus 2. So into minus 2. Okay. Now in this part also, if you are differentiating one more time, is this part will become 0, this part will be getting it as what? 5. Okay. Now let us simplify this one, what we are getting. So this part 5 gets cancelled. It is equals to, now what we are getting the answer, minus 2 by 3. Over here we are taking minus 2 by 3 into, and 1 by 3 minus 1. 1 by 3 minus 1 means what we can write? 1 by 3 minus 1 means over here, let us take this one first. 27 minus 2x whole power. This part is 3 we have taken, and 1 minus 3 means minus 2 by 3. Okay, this part we have taken. Now next, divided by, what is left over here? Minus 3. Minus 3 into 243 plus 5x. LCM is 5 and 1 minus 5 means minus 4. Okay, this part we have taken. Now let us substitute the x value. If you are substituting the x value means what will be getting the answer? If you are substituting the x value means this complete part will become 0. Minus 2 by 3 into 27. 27 means how we can write? 3 power 3. 3 power 3 whole power minus 2 by 3. Divided by minus 3 we have written as it is. This part will become 0. 2 power 3. 243 means 3 power 5. 3 power 5 whole power minus 4 by 5. Okay. So now what is happening over here? 3 3 gets cancelled, 5 5 gets cancelled, it is equals to. Now what we are getting the answer? So this part we have taken, this minus minus gets cancelled actually, minus minus gets cancelled. So this part will become 2 by 9, okay, 3 3s are 9, 2 by 9 we have taken. This 3 power minus 2 means we have to write in the denominator. Okay, 3 power minus 2 means if you want to remove this minus sign, then we have to write in the denominator. So 1 by 3 square, 1 by 3 square means 9. And this 3 power minus 4 we are having, so we have to write in the numerator. So what we can write now? 3 4 times we are having. 3 4 times. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81. Okay, 81 means what we can write? 9 1s are 9 9s are 9 9 gets cancelled. Final answer we are getting it as what? 2. So all that simplification we have to do. After doing that complete simplification, and we are getting the answer as what? 2. So 2 means option 3 is correct. Now let us go for the next question. If f of x is equals to 1 minus root 2 sin x divided by pi minus 4x, if x is not equals to pi by 4, is continuous at pi by 4, A if x is equals to pi by 4. Okay, so this part is given. Now in this part also what we are having means, let us see this one. Now we have to find out A value actually. Now just now we have discussed what is the meaning of this part we are having. What is the meaning of this part? X is tending to pi by 4. What we are having? X is tending to pi by 4. So tending means limits concept. For limits we have to take this complete part. For function we have to take this part. Okay. Now listen carefully over here. So we are having this one, limit x tends to A f of x. And we have taken f of a. F of a is equals to limit x tends to a f of x. Now what we are having means f of pi by 4. We have to substitute pi by 4. F of pi by 4 is equals to limit x tends to pi by 4. What is f of x we are having for this? For this f of x we are having it as 1 minus root 2 sin x divided by pi minus 4x. Okay, this part we have taken. Now f of pi by 4 value, if you have taken pi by 4, f of pi by 4 value what we are getting over here? A. This is function value. This is function value, that is limit value. So we are writing this part as A. A we have taken. A is equals to. Now we have to substitute the x value. If you are substituting the x value over here we have taken pi by 4. Okay, let us do over here. 1 minus root 2 sine of pi by 4 divided by pi minus 4 into pi by 4. 4 gets cancelled, pi gets cancelled, denominator is 0. What is sine 45 value? 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 means root 2 gets cancelled, 1 minus 1 means what? 0. Okay. So 0 by 0 we are getting means let us apply L'Hospital rule. If you are applying L'Hospital rule now, limit x tends to pi by 4. So according to L'Hospital rule, numerator part we have to differentiate, denominator part also we have to differentiate. This part 1 will become 0. Minus root 2 we have written as it is, sin x will become what? Cos x. Now divided by pi will become 0, minus 4x will become what? Minus 4. This part gets cancelled. Now it is equals to root 2 we have written as it is. Again x value is equals to pi by 4. Cos 45 is also 1 by root 2 only. So 1 by root 2 divided by 4 we are having. So this root 2 gets cancelled. Final answer we are having it as what? 1 by 4. Okay. So for this what we are getting the answer? 1 by 4. So the concept is, if you know limits topic, continuity we can do very easily over here. We should remember all the formulas of the limits, all shortcuts, what models we are having, standard limits we are having. The complete part we should know of the limits. Then only we can solve this type of questions over here. Okay. So with this 10 questions we have completed for the continuity. In the next video we will be going to see some more 10 questions of the continuity over there. Okay. Thank you very much.